new Miss Universe is Philippines.
What the? Isn't Catriona born in Australia? Wasn't she raised in Australia? And isn't her father an Australian? Doesn't that make her an Australian? What's with representing the Philippines? Now that's what many Australians are asking at the moment. So I'm going to give you my take on this, and before any of the Filipinas out there unsubscribe to the channel or leave a thumbs down, check out the whole of the video and you might be pleasantly surprised by what I'm about to say. Now, for many Australians, they didn't even know of Catriona Gray really. Beauty pageants in Australia, such as Miss World, Miss Universe, that sort of thing, are not huge. We don't really follow them that much. Beauty competitions are not really on our radar, so most people didn't even know of Miss Gray until she actually won. And of course, Australians love to claim everybody, but the fact is, yes, she's an Australian citizen. What led to a lot of controversy was the Courier Mail with the headline that they ran in the paper the day after she won, I believed, which really upset a lot of Filipinas. And maybe rightly so, but what you've got to understand is that it's a way for the paper to sell their papers, and of course it's also an Australian way to show that we are rather proud of her. She was actually born in Queensland, and she actually grew up in Queensland until the age of 18, where then she went to the Philippines. Her father is a Scottish-born Australian, so he was born in Scotland but immigrated to Australia and has Australian. Because she has a Filipino mother, she also has Filipina citizenship. So she's got dual citizenship. As far as deciding which country she wanted to represent, that's totally her choice. Now, soon after finishing high school here in Australia, around the age of 18, Catriona went back to the Philippines, or went over to the Philippines, as I guess she wanted to find out more about herself. Having a Filipino mother, she'd never really spent a lot of time in the Philippines, I'd be assuming, and she wanted to find out more about herself and where she come from and her people, and that's a very normal and natural thing to do. While she was over there, she obviously took on the modelling and became very successful at it. Now, she identifies very strongly with the Filipino people and her culture, which I think is a fantastic thing. All these arguments going on around the place between Australians and Filipinos and all this about, you know, who she is and what she is, well, she is the only person that knows what she is. And I'm sure she embraces all parts of herself, which is the Australian aspect. She was educated in Australia, she grew up in Australia, so she held Australian values as well. But she also really embraced the Filipino side from her mother and her strong identity as a Filipina. So it's really a mixture of all those things which has made her what she is today, and that's a very beautiful, intelligent young lady who's now Miss Universe. And everybody together, it shouldn't be talking about, you know, well, she didn't represent Australia or she's representing the Philippines. It should be, everybody should be very proud of her, of what she's achieved. We can all celebrate in what she's done, no matter we're from the Philippines or not. Now, my personal opinion, I'm glad she represented the Philippines. As I said earlier, Australia don't really follow beauty pageants that much. We don't really care too much about it. The only time we hear about anything is when they win. That's it. And that's Australians, what we're like, you know, to be honest. We like winners, and we like to back winners. But to the Philippines, they love beauty pageants. They really idolise these contestants, and it's a big thing in the Philippines. And I think Catriona representing the Philippines is going to be a huge boost to the Philippines, more than it ever would have been in Australia anyway. So she'll have a lot of people idolising her, a lot of people inspired by her and what she's done. And people will believe, you know, that they can do similar things in life, whether it's maybe not winning a beauty contest, but, you know, achieving greater things out of life. So I think that's a fantastic thing that she's done. I'm glad that she did represent the Philippines, and I'm glad she did so well in the competition. But as people from Australia, Philippines, and Scotland as well, they can celebrate in all this too, because the father's Scottish ancestry also probably played a small part in this somewhere as well. So it's really something that can be celebrated no matter which country you come from, which is really the true meaning of a Miss Universe. So let's celebrate Miss Catriona Gray as the new Miss Universe for 2018. Thanks very much, guys, for watching. Take care, and bye for now.